Good morning. Let's have a look at some of the Telegram plays yesterday. Here we were looking at Alexander Zverev after losing the first set, getting back in the second. But this was going to be a tougher encounter for Zverev than the one he played yesterday or the day before. Also, looking at Jordan Thompson to potentially win that second set after losing the first. But I just wasn't feeling it with Jordan. He didn't have that kind of impact that he had the day before. So I decided to cash out here for a marginal gain. The odds weren't moving. This, I suppose, is why if he equalises in the second set rather than coming from behind in a final set, for example, you don't get that odd swing that you normally get to celebrate his comeback, as it were. So I decided to bail out there, and it was the right move. I think Thompson lost in the third set. So there wasn't really an odd shift. Don't be afraid to get out if it's just not going your way. Thankfully, in this occasion, we got out on the green side. Back to Jannik Sinner. Decided to lay Zhang after Jannik Sinner won the first set. And Zhang gave us a good run for our money. But at no time, a bit like Thompson, did the odds really start to shift. Off to the football, and the first port of call was the Czech Republic going a goal down to Georgia in what was a must-win for the Czech Republic. So, usual insurance play. Two options. I always give you a couple of options. This one covers the draw. Czech Republic +1 covers the draw. It's the same as laying Georgia, basically. Match odds gives you a greater return, 72 quid if the Czechs can get the win. Leaves you a marginal loss on the draw, which if you take the insurance with it as well, is a double figure loss. If you're willing to take that in the hope of getting that, then fair enough. And this was, I think, what happened after the goal came. At 1-1, this was your position in the +1 in the match odds market. £24 green screen there. Up to you whether you take that money or wait and hope for the win. Don't forget, these are all hoped for. They're not guaranteed. This is guaranteed. Or you have options. I call them options at exit. This was one using variable profit Dutching. I can create a £52 profit on the Czech Republic with a break even on the other two results, just in case Georgia get a late winner. And that was how it eventuated. You'd have made a marginal gain on the draw. So that was the main talking points yesterday. I didn't play Turkey and Portugal. A pity for the Turks. That own goal knocked the stuffing out of them right before half-time. Belgium, well, we didn't have a chance. It was a second-minute goal from Tielemans. That's more like it, though, from Belgium. And another disallowed goal for Romelu Lukaku. That's 3 goals now he scored. And he was a back for golden boot. Golden offside or golden disallowed boot at the moment. Looking on to today. Scotland against Hungary. As ever, it's an absolute must-win. 2.5 the favourite tells you the market can't split these two at all. Can the Scots do it? Let's have a look at the predictions. Scotland have never progressed out of the knockout stages in 11 attempts, so this would be excellent if they can do it. Potential scoreline might be 1-0 in favour of Scotland, which is interesting. That's the kind of scoreline you would think. Scott McTominay is a key player. And Dominic Szoboszlai, you saw his efficiency at free kicks. He could be a goal threat from a set piece. But come on, Scotland. Don't know if you want to back 0-0 pre-match, because this might be a nervy affair. Switzerland and Germany. It's a dead rubber for Germany. Please remember that. So we could see multiple team changes for the Germans today. This is tournament football, isn't it? You've got to rest the squad. Xherdan Shaqiri, well, he got that goal, didn't he? Jamal Musiala has been outstanding, but as I say, a 3-1 win for Germany. Well, yeah, but it's not a must-win for Germany. That's my problem at this stage. And you have the third match in a group stage. It's a lot of dead rubbers, and you saw at the end of the season, dead rubbers are best avoided. Teams who don't need to win rarely do win. Looking on to today's tennis. I noticed yesterday a lot of medical timeouts, a lot of retirements. Is that because we are 7 or 8 days prior to Wimbledon? And these players are thinking, I don't really want to bust a gut here, get potential injury. I don't know. But a big flurry of retirements and injuries yesterday. Medical timeouts, it's something I can't legislate for. It happened in the Thompson match. Hopefully you'll get an alert as to which player was medical timeout. They don't do it all the time. I didn't know if it was Thompson or Musetti yesterday. So that's another reason I got out. We made a loss on Mertens when she medical timed out and then her game collapsed. Jannik Sinner and Hurkacz, this could be another example of a very tight match. I would not take these for granted. He's just beaten Zverev, a world number 4 German in Germany, Hurkacz. He's going to be buzzing. Paul and Musetti, I don't have a strong opinion there, but Musetti got the better of Thompson yesterday. But this could have been an injury-ravaged Thompson, so that's not pure form. In Mallorca, well, we had Nadal's son get absolutely tonked yesterday, as you expect at 1.01. I like Bautista Agut. We also note 2 Spaniards meeting each other, likely to be a 3-setter there. Jannik Sinner, I would be eyeing. Taro Paul, Musetti, I'm not convinced that I can read that too well. In Eastbourne, well, a great result for Broome yesterday. Swept her opponent aside. She looks like that British comedian, doesn't she? I can't remember his name, but good for her. And McCabe. Oh, this is him, of course, him, ATP. I was going to say, it doesn't look like a lady, but you never know in these current times we live in. The ATP, of course. So watch out for Broome. Obviously getting some impetus from home support. Beating Comasana. I think he was favourite yesterday. Yeah, 1.12. So he remains favourite today. Get some marginal interest there. I'm not going to jump in. I don't know the players that well. Vukic, I like Australian players, but 80th in the world as a favourite. Not too sure about that. ATP in Mallorca. Well, Jubb got rid of Nadal's son. 1.01 yesterday, but completely different. Nothing stands out here for me at all. Maxwell Martyra got the win yesterday. Might be worth following. And in Germany again, Donna Vekic stands out. Andreeva and Yastremska, it's got a feel of a 3-setter about it. Very tight rankings. So I'll keep an eye on that one. It'll be very tight rankings. Alexandrova keeps beating her fellow countrywoman. If I got the right one there. 20th in the world. Might be worth a look. Now this I've found to be a very useful technique. It focuses, narrows your focus. A bit like the football. We choose our battles. That's what I'm doing here. And it does tend to work. Let's have a look. Magda Linette, familiar name, but she's playing a Brit. We might get some action out of the Brit. 1.21, 70th in the world against 783rd. Again, I'm just a little concerned having faith in a favourite who's ranked 70th in the world. They're not there because they're reliable. So that's it for today. 8 o'clock kickoffs tonight. Now, I've got a bit of a cold I picked up yesterday. I don't know where from. It's a throat thing. It hasn't quite got me sounding like Bonnie Tyler just yet. But if it continues, I will not be making these 8 o'clocks this evening, which is 2 a.m. where I am. Okay, so just want to pre-warn you there. The Scotland-Hungary match is very tough to read. Germany is a dead rubber for Germans. So it does make these very tough to call. Now, I haven't researched the Superettan or the Norwegian Tippeligaen. I'm getting fed up with the unreadability of these leagues, I'm afraid. You do a lot of work researching in the hope that the form lines will stick. But you've seen with Kongsvinger, top of the league, getting a 5-0 tonking against 15th in the league, coming from out of nowhere. I just can't read these matches. It's a similar story for this Obosligan, as I was inferring. We've got odds on favourites, Falaranga, Bryn. In-play stats will be the simplest route there. So I make no apologies for not researching today. It's going to be a £1,000 waste of time, I'm afraid, if recent early season patterns continue of unreadability. We need, as traders, to have an idea how the game will unfold. That's what I do here. I pick out matches where I've got an idea how the game will unfold. Who's likely to win, i.e. Bautista Agut, and who's likely to give them a good run for their money. Cats having just dispatched of Zverev. So there's a reason why I pick these matches out. There's a reason why I ignore these leagues. But I will be on hand at 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock. If there is anything compelling via the in-play stats, I'll certainly pass them on to you. But these leagues have been terrible. Espanyol and Real Oviedo, second leg. First leg was a 0-1 win for Real Oviedo. Promotion playoff final. So Espanyol must score first. They are slight favourites. See you throughout the day for the tennis. I might not see you for the 8 o'clocks if this cold can't be shifted. It's just a sore throat at the moment. I don't know what it came from yesterday. I didn't mix with too many people. So it's a bit of a mystery. So members of footballtradingprofits.com, I will see you on Telegram throughout the day.